throughout evenly. Only then will you get a proper cup of coffee. That is why when you go to these places, like I'm not saying the names, but places that are commercial coffee, you don't really get to appreciate the coffee. You're just paying for the label, or you're just paying for the place. You're not. All these people are here to talk about coffee. Okay, hi. Yesterday was the food festival inauguration, and I slept too late. My face, I'm pretty sure you can see that. Anyway, I wanted to tell you, we're going to be talking about coffee, obsession of coffee. So, coffee is something that is very misunderstood. A lot of people don't really know how to appreciate coffee, and also the other side of it is that a lot of cafes overcharge you for like bad or medium coffee, like very mid coffee. And a lot of people think that, okay, why should I pay this much, and don't really understand the the value of good coffee, like mainly how to appreciate it. So anyway, the reason I'm saying this is because I got neck deep in that a while ago, and I got to a phase where either I go into it, like either I go deeper into it, or I leave from it, and khalas, I decided let's take a break from it. Anyway, when I had my very intense phase of coffee craze, I met a few people. I met a lot of people who really appreciated the the idea, the culture of coffee, and coffee making, drinking, the whole thing. And Alhamdulillah, I was able to meet not just in Qatar, even in India. And one such person has come all the way from India to Qatar, as he is going to Dubai for the coffee exhibition happening next week. So he is right now at Zanjabeel, and at 8 o'clock they have a session. I am reaching here at 9, my bad. Okay, the talk is in Malayalam. Okay, I need to translate it for you. I'm sorry. But anyway, I was thinking I need to eat something. Anyway, this is something that I tell all my patients. Never have coffee on an empty stomach. Never. Your stomach is already acidic. Don't pour more acid on top of it without having anything to eat, because it's not good for you. Anyway, so I just asked, like, give me something, sandwich or something. So this is the one that they gave it to me now to trial. What is that? So this is basically a refractometer. They are giving one drop of it and seeing the refraction of it to understand the quality of the coffee extracted from the beans. See, a lot of things matter. Even the water that is being used will change exponentially how the coffee comes out. So this is all the machines that he's using. Look over here. This is the beans. This is less flours. So cranberry. Yeah. So this is another beans over here. These are like vacuum sealed packets so that it will retain its freshness. The dates, everything is written on top of it. Now, this is the kettle they're using. See, even the kettle matters. How you heat it, how precisely you heat it. And look at the, what do you call this, the out of the kettle. See, it's in this wavy pattern so that the one who is pouring the water has full control over how he is going to be pouring the water. So even that matters. Like, see the filter over here. Once they grind it, so they usually all the people who like extremely care about coffee and who are obsessed about coffee making, they usually use manual grinders. They use manual grinders. They set the size according to what they want, and they manually grind it. And then they use filter. They'll keep a filter on top of it. You can see a filter which is used over there. They'll keep a filter on top of it. And see, this is one filter. This is another one. So by this one I meant filter paper. Yeah. So this is one filter. This is another one. So they'll keep a filter paper inside the filter, and even the filter changes when the degree of the slope changes That is when they say V60 and all, you know. It all matters about the slope of the filter, and you see the lines. You see this one has different lines, like, you know, different lines, lining lines. This one is more straight. So depending on all of that, the flow of the water changes, and the temperature of the water, the quality of the water, you know, depending on all of that, the coffee that's coming out will be different. That's the main thing. So the coffee that is coming out will be different. So inside this they'll keep a filter paper. They will manually grind the beans, you know, the special beans, and they'll keep it on top of the filter paper. They'll wet the filter paper. They'll keep it on top of the filter paper, and then they will pour using these kettles that, you know, which they use. So they use different kinds of kettles also. Yeah. And they go around and around and around, and they do that. The reason why they go round and round is that it should be evenly extracted throughout. Like all the coffee beans, all the grinded coffee beans should get even water, like proper water in the proper temperature and the proper quality throughout evenly. Only then will you get a proper cup of coffee. That is why when you go to these places, like, I'm not saying the names, but you know, places that are commercial coffee, you don't really get to appreciate the coffee. You're just paying for the label, or you're just paying for the place. You're not paying for the coffee. The myth, the legend, the Kajika is also here. I will go take my mic and come so that we can let the expert explain it to you. Okay, this one. Okay, this is the mic I use. You remember last time when we were in the dinner in the sky, it turned off. That happens. So just easy. Plug in and khalas. Hello. So better, right? So every YouTube video that I see, everyone says the most important thing is the audio quality. I'm thinking of getting another mic because the receiver for this is a bit, so the transmitter, the receiver is a bit bulky.
നമുക്ക് സെൻസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. പിന്നെ ഇത് സെറാമിക് ആണ്. ഇതിലെന്താ വെച്ചാൽ ഇതിന് കുറേ ടേസ്റ്റ് ഇതാക്കാൻ പറ്റും. ഇങ്ങനെ സ്പെഷ്യാലിറ്റി കോഫി കുടിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് സ്പെഷ്യലി ഡിസൈൻഡ് ആണ് ഈ കപ്പ് ആക്ച്വലി. അതായത് ഇതിൻ്റെ ഷേപ്പ്, ഇത് പിടിക്കുമ്പോൾ ഉണ്ടാകുന്ന ഫീല്, ഇതൊക്കെ ഒരു മാറ്ററാണ് ശരിക്കും. ഇതൊരു അവരങ്ങനെ പറയുന്നുണ്ട്. അപ്പം ഇതിൽ ഞാൻ ഈ ഒരു സൈഡിലേക്ക് ഇപ്പം എൻ്റർ ചെയ്തിട്ടേ ഉള്ളൂ. ഈ ഒരു എങ്ങനെയാണ് ശരിക്കും കോഫി മീറ്റ്സ് വാട്ടർ, ഈ ഒരു പ്രോസസ്സിലാണ് ശരിക്കും കഫേൻ റിലീസ് ആവുക. ശരിക്കും കോൾഡ് ബ്രൂഡ് ആക്ച്വലി 18 hours ഒക്കെ വെക്കും. അതായത് 12+ hours വെക്കണം എന്നാണ് ഐഡിയലി പറയുന്നത്. ഇത് ഞാൻ നിയർലി 14 hours വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ 12 hours കഴിഞ്ഞ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മൾ ടേസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് ഇതിൻ്റെ സ്വീറ്റ് സ്പോട്ട് ഉണ്ട്. ഇതിലെത്തി കഴിഞ്ഞ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇങ്ങനെ അതിലൊരു ആ ഒരു കോഫി കോൺസെൻട്രേറ്റ് എടുത്ത് മാറ്റി വെക്കാന്നുള്ളത്. ഒരു കോഫിൻ്റെ ഒരു വോളിയം വെക്കും അതിൽ. എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു അവിടുത്തെ ക്ലൈമറ്റിലും കൂടെ അവർക്ക് അസിസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്ത് പോകാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് ശരിക്കും അതാണ് യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. സൗത്ത് ഇന്ത്യൻ ഫിൽറ്റർ കോഫി അതാണ് ഇന്ത്യയിലെ കോഫി എന്ന് പറയുന്ന സംഭവം. നമ്മുടെ സൗത്ത് ഇന്ത്യൻ ഫിൽറ്റർ കോഫിയാണ്. അല്ലാണ്ട് ഇത്ര ഫോം അത് ബ്രെഡ് ആൾക്ക് ആ കണ്ടീഷൻ അത് ഓക്കെ യൂസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. ഇപ്പം ഞാനാണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അവിടെ തന്നെ ഞാൻ കണ്ടീഷന് നോർമലി ഒരു ഫ്ലാറ്റ് ശരിക്കും നിങ്ങൾ ഇളക്കി വയ്ക്കാൻ മനസ്സിലാവും. അത് ഭയങ്കര ഫ്രീസ് ചെയ്യും ഇതിന്. ഇത് ഓൾറെഡി ഇന്നലെ ഫ്രീസ് ചെയ്താണ്. ഇപ്പം അത് ഞാൻ ഹയർ ടെമ്പറേച്ചറാണ് ആക്ച്വലി യൂസ് ചെയ്യണത്. ഇത് ഹയർ ടെമ്പറേച്ചർ ഇതിൻ്റെ മുകളിൽ നിന്ന് നേരെ ഇതിലേക്ക് വരുമ്പോൾ ലോവർ ആവും.
I don't know if you will believe me, but this I get a bit of melon, musk melon, you know, not watermelon, musk melon. I get a bit of melon while sampling this. Nice. All that effort was for this. Nice.